You know, because I wasn't going to say nothing about it because like I said before, I didn't want to kick James off the show.
Right.
I'm not the reason he's not on the show no more. You know, what happened, there was 2 former co-hosts conspired against him, and they found out a lot of information that was from his past. Now, one thing I will say, when we initially first started the show, one of my partners, they hit me up and told me, man, dude is hot. You shouldn't with him because of this, and the third. I'm not too much big into rumors, man. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't listen to rumors. I wouldn't ask my man himself, hey, I got told this, and the third, that you had this going on. Oh, no, that's people. Hey, I left it alone, dog, because it wasn't my thing. And plus, it ain't like we on this motherfucker robbing banks or doing the malicious.
Right.
We telling stories, dog. We talking about, having conversations. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it wasn't my fault. The thing that really cracks me up is that the guy that's responsible for all this shit is happening is he's sitting over there with him now doing the show. That's the person all the animosity should be pointed to. I didn't do this stuff. This is a business at the end of the day, dog. And anything that's impeding the business, because as you grow, the business gets bigger. Now, when I was up in the CBS building paying my own dime, but doing shit like this, I had a lot more leeway to make decisions. It was all on me, right? Right. Because at one time, and even with the one guy that left the show, you were talked about as a possible, me and you had a conversation about you taking his place. Right. Remember, like a long time ago, so a lot of moves have been made.
You came to me a while ago, right like COVID, right before COVID, and we had a conversation about, doing, because remember I had wanted to do my own podcast.
Yeah, then we still go do that, the Stash Spot.
We was gonna do Stash Spot, and then things transpired, and you said would you be willing to come, co-host on the Gangster Chronicles. I didn't know how it would fit, knowing that you and James already was in the mix. I knew about Reggie and I knew about the other dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's opportunities, I never looked at it as trying to be stepping on somebody's toes or taking somebody's position, but a job is a job, man.
And it wasn't like that because you weren't stepping on toes, because the funny thing about the dude Reggie is he quit the show on his own reconnaissance. He was in jail. He was locked up, right? Reggie was only on, he was only on the show for 6 months, right? He was only on the show for 6 months, then he got locked up. Never had no problem with the dude. Even still sent him money and whatever like that. I sent him money until James told me to stop sending him money. Okay. For whatever reason, hey, don't send him nothing else. That was his thing, and now that them two dudes over there together, it's funny to me. But I will say this, because we grown ass men at the end of the day, dog. I don't have no animosity against him. That wasn't personal. Again, if it was up to me in certain situations, it wouldn't happen. He'd still be sitting over there. Right. It wasn't nothing personal against him. It wasn't nothing personal against him. We all grown as men and we make decisions. But when we make those decisions, we should look in the mirror as men and say, this is what I want to do. Because, hey, I'm no nonsense, man.
I know. I mean, because I was like, hey, what's going on? Remember, I'm calling you like, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? And then it was brought to my attention about what was transpiring. And then I was like, well, that shit. Let's just keep pushing. And tried to advocate for my man James to, let's forget about the other shit. Let's just keep pushing forward. But I guess, the stress of, like you said, weighing on the business, and now you have outside people who are invested in the business who feel like certain situations were going to bring or devalue the show.
Exactly, because when you get things like this, dog, this is entertainment at the end of the day.
Of course.
Don't take it for nothing else. This is entertainment right here.
We try to entertain y'all with stories or tales or perception of current or back in the day from what we've seen or what we've learned from. But, again, it's all entertainment. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Whether you take something from it or not, we are trying to, we are trying to get your ear. We're trying to get your ear and trying to get you to listen to our entertainment of what we feel is our perception on life in general. Hip hop, sports, fucking shit, anything that you might as a regular person, because that's what we consider ourselves.
And that's the thing, and I wouldn't even go say nothing, bro, but after a while, you get tired of motherfuckers just playing with your name. It's like, you can see motherfuckers online, and then I don't have this one cat follow me around, fuck you still, fuck you, you did this to James. It's like...
He was on my shit, wasn't he? Was that the same?
Yeah. You still, hold on. That's the homie Glasses right there. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna punch Glasses in.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, G, what's happening, dog? Hey, hold on, I'm gonna put you on the show real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on speaker real quick. This kind of raggedy, ladies and gentlemen, because we usually do some professional, but this the homie Glasses. Hey, G.
Sammy.
I just want to ask a few questions, dog, and just answer yes or no questions, right?
Hold on, what this about?
Hold on, don't matter what it's about. Just answer my questions. Just answer my mother. Questions.
My nigga G said, "What is this
I'm just gonna ask a few questions, dog.
About to slide
Hold on, I ain't gonna slide no curveball. Just answer.
Hey, look, I ain't worried about a curveball. It's no goofy.
No, this ain't no goofy shit, dog. But how long was Gangster Chronicles thought of before it actually came to effect?
You know, goddamn well you made that show. Why are you stop trying to prove to the public, man? Let these people just entertain.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm gonna do. Then I just want.
This a long time ago. Why are we talking about? You cannot argue over the net. You know, goddamn well you came up with the idea. Why are we talking about this?
That's all I wanted to hear, bro.
Yeah, sir.
But you can't prove this to nobody else, and you shouldn't be trying to prove this to nobody else. Everybody making content at the expense of a show, and you just going along with it. Don't do that. Everybody can make their own content.
For real.
That's what it is nowadays. Everything is about content, man. You just had a conversation with a nigga the other day, and the nigga told you the same. You get
me? Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. That's real.
Nigga just told you the same. And my nigga who you talk to is one of the biggest niggas who
online. Yep, and this content. What you say, G?
I'm gonna just say this. Look. When you came to me with Gangster Chronicles, it's simple. You said, man, I got this idea for a podcast called Gangster Chronicles. At that time, you only had Reggie Wright in mind. I remember that. I brought you to Who My Giant. This is before OG was even on Vlad. This is when he just had this little piece with the dude that was doing all of the Tupac stuff, that dude. And I was like, man, I knew who this nigga was because I heard of him my whole life as being this figure from out the city. So I was like, man, you should use him because I believed him, and you should use Alex. The idea was already there. It was already prominently done, but you cannot win these debates online because they're not really meant to be winning things. You can't win or lose. They're not meant to be that. They meant to capture the public's imagination. This shit's silly. You know, goddamn well, this ain't the first time that this has happened. This shit's horrible. I would just not even get involved in it. It don't make no sense. Like, just leave that shit alone. You gonna make another show. This show y'all got right now is a hit. That show finna be huge, way bigger. So, but if every time you try to debate your brilliance with other people, man, it's gonna be a problem because the internet don't have like normal sense. They just gonna make their own thing up, and you'll never be right. Never.
You don't even have to prove.
Hey, I'll call you back, bro. I'm gonna call you back, bro.
Yep.
All right. You don't even have to prove.
And that was Glasses Malone.
You don't even have to prove nowadays.
And that's why, and
all
this
you
whole
gotta do
point,
is start content nowadays. It don't give a fuck whether the shit is true or not. All we need to do is get motherfuckers to start listening to some outlandish shit, and it's gonna go.
Because you know what I could do right now, man? I can go on this motherfucker and say whatever I want to say, and half the motherfuckers out there go believe it.
Like Glasses just said, why throw gas on fire? I mean, because basically you can let the burn itself out. You get me? Mm-hmm. We've all had to deal with some type of since this internet, this podcasting, whatever. You get me? Mm-hmm. I had to go through the you going through the James had to go through the Reggie had to go through the who ain't went through some you get me? As far as people not disagreeing with what your point of view is. It's just what happens. But what you got to learn how to do, and we have to do as grown men and black men and motherfuckers who can avoid controversy, because that's what it is. Like a nigga just said, it's all for content. We're going to talk and get motherfuckers to tune in. But at the end of the day, what's the end game? What's the end result at the end of the day?
What's the end game? You know what, man? All you doing is providing content for another motherfucker to create a go back and forth. Because this is not what that's
gonna
make
some bread, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna make some bread, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it's all for. At the end of the day, motherfuckers want to get paid. So this ain't the only way I get paid. You get
it ain't
me?
the only thing I do either.
I got other forms of getting paid. You get me? And that's what I've been doing all my life. You go on next level to next level. So not to disrespect nobody, because like I said, I ain't got beef with a motherfucker. And I don't have beef with somebody over a podcast.
Ah, damn shit, not over no silly ass podcast, dog.
You know, nothing's personal.
Especially
nothing's personal.
Especially when I've given you more than on paper what you were supposed to give.
I ain't inclined. Like I said, I'm the newcomer and I know my position and I know what it is. But like I said, man, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's not personal. Niggas don't have a problem with nothing as far as who you are as a man, who motherfuckers are as a man. It's business. If you got a personal problem with something, then maybe that needs to be worked out. The issues of whatever that is. But it's business at the end of the day. You get me? Just like I can get canceled tomorrow. You get me?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Who the want to go through that? It's like I'm not sitting up here doing this show by myself, and your celebrity is 20 times bigger than mine could ever be.
And I don't even like looking at myself as a celebrity. I like to look at myself as a regular nigga.
Yeah, you are a regular nigga. That's why you sitting up here.
I done records. I done some movies. You know, I done some video games. I'm podcasting now. I just look at it as a next transition. Mm-hmm. I can't rap forever, right? Like y'all saying, we old niggas. We can't be rapping forever. Y'all want us to give up the mic right now, so we have to transition. You get me? And it's nothing, like I said, none of this is personal, because this ain't got shit to do with my kids, right? It ain't got shit to do with my family being, you know, hurt or whatever. I've been talking shit about me for a long ass time on records and everything, and
they go talk about motherfuckers whoever, because at the end of the day, dog, that's what it is. All of this is meant to elicit a conversation.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.